When I walk alongside the river, I notice ducklings drifting by, decaying piles of invasive winter creeper vines and amber honeysuckle peeking through scatterings of gravel pebbles, and families gathered for picnic lunches. With each step, I wonder about the footprints that have faded into the earth but nonetheless touch this ground, and the ones that will leave a mark after me. I ponder my relation to our common home as Pope Francis explores in Laudato Si. As I bike back to the studio, the loud whoosh of cars speeding past makes me aware of our integral ecology, how the climate crisis disproportionately affects the most vulnerable neighbors in Christ. Breathing in the exhaust alerts me to the power lines, pipelines, aggressively embedded but only subtly demarcated, flowing in paths parallel to the water. Furthermore, invisible but influential red lines outline places with higher temperatures, less concrete, fewer trees. These lines of power separate the river from neighboring people whose water comes from the same source. As we know from the sacrament of baptism, water is a source of life. As in the Bible, stories of thirsting and drought are part of this watershed, but so is resilience. Art making is a spiritual practice, a prayer practice, a life practice that grounds me in our collective call for building, for caring for creation, God's kingdom on earth. As I create layered oil paintings, collages, and watercolor monotypes based on the plein air studies at the river, I remember we are pilgrims on the journey of life, called to walk gently and intentionally in radical solidarity with our neighbors.